Good question would be which division they're in. Give me a moment. Mm, one moment. We have this is Division 6. Okay. We have the maps in a second. There we go. And we have the civs. All right. So guys, this is the next set. We have Biscuit against Admiral Zhao, with Sato being the first map of the set, with Zhao going for Golden Swamp and Lagoon, and Biscuits going for Fez and Hyper Random. We have some interesting Civ bans here. I think most of the Civs we've seen so far today have been banned, or whether admin banned. But then again, we are seeing Berbers and Jurchens for both players picked first, with Biscuit sniping Zhao's Berbers and Zhao sniping Biscuit's Magyars. So Biscuit is left with Berbers, Jurchens, Malay, Malians, Franks, and Goths, and Zhao is left with Jurchens, Slavs, Dravidians, Vietnamese, Vikings, Bulgarians. And that's it. Yeah, interesting so far. I'm not seeing. Actually, I am seeing a few water civs there from Zhao. Not as many from Biscuits, but I guess. Yeah, I guess you need two for Zhao's two home maps. So maybe it's Malay and Malians for Biscuits. I don't know. I don't think Malians are good water civ though. I don't really remember on that. For Admiral Zhao, of course, you do have the Dravidians, the Vikings. So that's nice. And whatever Hyper Random might bring us. So let us get into the first one. We have Satao. Let's go. Alright. Welcome guys to the first game of the set. We have Admiral Zhao in the orange as the Vietnamese and Biscuits in the blue as the Goths. Actually, let me update this. I forgot this. 1 second. We have to. This is Division 6. Okay. Which I need you to see that. Yeah, we have Zhao in the orange here. The scout from Biscuits already there. But the Fairlands are taken care of. And Zhao looks like he already lost the scout. Okay. And so we have, for the Vietnamese, as expected, elephants coming in. And then I guess it's a mix of champions and lances. Though I'm only seeing one lancer. Maybe that was a misclick, or maybe just for the scout. Against the Goths. So yeah, champions, halberdiers. The elephants might not be as good here for Zhao. We'll see how that goes. Not so sure what you could do against the Goths as the Vietnamese. First guess would have been archers against the Huskills. Maybe not a good idea. So maybe Phalanxes it is. Phalanxes, your own champions. Maybe elephants if they do work. But if Biscuits is just gonna go full halberdiers, then goodbye elephants. Castle going up here for the Vietnamese. Not so sure if Weapons is the play though if you do see Huskills. But at the moment, Biscuits isn't going for those. It's gonna go for Scorpions now. Here we see Weapons. They're about to come in. I think they are at the moment justified against only Halberdiers and Champions. And now CA2 for the Admiral. Halberdiers for the Goths, and the Elephants don't really stand a chance there. curious about the scorpions. Maybe Biscuits was thinking that Zhao was gonna go for more infantry. And Biscuits is just on halberdiers and scorpions at the moment. No Huskels yet. Probably has seen a few weapons though, and CA maybe, so maybe the switch into Huskels will come in a moment. I think at this point there's just still too many elephants to really switch completely. And there we see Huskels on the way for the Goths. And Zhao is gonna keep pushing with those elephants. But the Goth halberdiers are pretty strong. So yeah, Zhao definitely needs some support for those elephants. Because pure elephants is not gonna be enough. Especially with the Goth spam, I think no matter how many elephants you throw in there, Biscuits would be able to defend comfortably. At the moment, Zhao is also kind of missing the traps here to take down the castle. I think that's what's bothering Zhao at the moment. Because that way the Yonjus can't really push in right now. And the elephants have to back off a little bit. Castle going up over here for Zhao. There's a trap. More elephants coming in. And despite the castle, Zhao is looking alright. I think the few champions in there help. And there aren't that many CA or weapons that tempt Biscuits to go for the Huskels. Trap out for Biscuits as well, but there are already 4 up there for Zhao, so the castle from Biscuits is gonna go down here. And the traps from Biscuits are actually in the range, or they used to be in the range from Zhao's castle, which is unfortunate. But yeah, traps go down. Elephants are still there. Another castle going up over here for Zhao. That villa's doing wonders. And Biscuits calls the G, and Zhao takes the first game of the set. Yeah, the elephant's always very strong. Elephants plus Oranger, I think, is very killer combo. And that was the first game of the set. Let me update this and then we will head into the next one. We have Zhao win on Zato, so we're going to do this in orange. And we have the Vietnamese win against the Goths. Alright guys, let's see the next one. Let's go. We're actually gonna see hyper random now. Very early here. We have hyper random with Biscuits in the blue as the Malians against Zhao in the orange as the Dravidians. Now, as I said, it is possible that hyper random is gonna have some water, and here we are. Nice for Zhao. I'm also seeing two heroes again. A boarding boat for each of them. Doesn't have attack, okay. And then I'm seeing King Sancho. I was about to make a hidden cup joke, but I don't remember who was King Sancho in hidden cup. Or with which hidden cup, so sorry about that. We have Biscuits going for camels, and I was about to say husses, but that's actually not husses, that's just like Kev. And some cannon galleons. Zhao's just gonna go for straight halberdiers. And that might be enough against the camels for now. Of course the wood steel thing should help. The halberdiers do get that right. Yeah. I do think the Dravidians are better severe on water. On land, I'm not so sure. The Malians are pretty strong. We're seeing Biscuits trying to get a siege workshop up here. I think that's working out. And now we see some elephant archers from Zhao. Let's go. Also not sure what this is. Storage, okay. Sometimes these random maps are crazy to me. What's this doing? What is the storage for? Does it give you more resources or something? I don't know. I'm assuming Biscuit also has a storage, yeah, over here. But okay, I guess. Maybe it gives you population of space? I don't know. And so we have elephant archers now, not a lot of them at the moment. But they are coming out. Already a trap out for Zhao too. And champions for Biscuits. Oranges coming in too. Cavaliers. Camels, everything. Everything that comes in blue. The oranges are gonna push this back. Cavalier help take down Zhao's oranges as well. And so Zhao is gonna switch to bomber cannon. For losing their traps. I'm just seeing we also have some water fights over here going on. At least something is going on. Over here, still not looking amazing for Zhao. The elephants are getting pushed back. Not enough halberdiers at the moment really for Zhao to comfortably push against the calf. The Gebettos from Biscuits don't have either there for orange. Some cannon galleons. DC gets the knight from Biscuits. And Biscuits is looking really good right now. Oranges coming in from both sides, but the oranges from Zhao don't really have a meat shield and they get taken out. Elephant archers have to back up because they don't have a meat shield either. And Zhao could make more halberdiers. I don't know what the problem is right now. Maybe missing the production buildings? No, that can't be it. He has more than enough barracks. Maybe struggling to defend on both water and land. Castle is going up. But Zhao has lost the middle here and Biscuits is gonna push from the elevation. Zhao is able to get a few lucky shots in there with the Yonsha, but that's not gonna be reliable long term here. Barracks are slowly going down. Maybe the champions and the Gebettos for Biscuits really did it there against the halberdiers. Maybe that's that. Ships over here from Biscuits not doing so great at the moment, I think. Carrying Galleon for Zhao. Also some of these guys. But Biscuit still has the middle. Gonna drop a castle now. Okay. Let's see if this goes up. I think so though. I think Biscuits is controlling the middle quite nicely. Quite a few oranges. Especially as the Malians, right? No, you don't get 1000 engines. Was that Ethiopians? Or was it... I think it was Ethiopians. Yeah, okay, never mind then. More barracks falling for the Admiral. Damn. So many archers. And quite a few traps in there as well. So it doesn't really have an answer right now. And is saving up for quite a few elephants. But the elephants aren't good against the oranges, so that's the problem. Also, Zhao just lost so many barracks, so no, so no production for the halberdiers as well. No production buildings. And Biscuits keeps pushing. Castle did go up. Is a little vulnerable though to the trap here from Zhao. The trap goes down though. And Biscuits just keeps pushing, getting into the eco from Zhao as well. And Zhao is really losing some ground here. Is massing more halberdiers too. But Biscuits does have the castle support. It's also looked like Zhao has cleared up the water to some degree. At least over here. And we have maybe another castle going down. The traps keep pushing. Yeah, there we got the castle. Is about to fall. There we go. And Biscuits doesn't even need a lot of army, it's just using oranges and traps here to take everything down, and a few champions here and there. A lot of it's going down there on the gold. Oh, nice shot there from Zhao. Oh, really nice. Just sniped all of those oranges. Maybe Zhao can get back from this now, but of course very difficult to do so. Biscuits is out of wood and running out of gold and food a little bit. At the same time, Zhao is also kind of out of gold and food. Is pushing back now. Is missing traps of his own to take down this castle here from Biscuits, I think. No traps in sight. One trap left from Biscuits. With more on the way. Okay. Zhao holds on for now. But yeah, Biscuits is just rolling more traps out. And Zhao just doesn't have siege here right now. Take this castle down. It's getting some bombard cannons out now maybe, but the siege workshop is getting taken out. There's another one over here though. Maybe a few more. Basically just gonna keep taking out buildings left and right. This moment left. And yeah, the siege archers are doing nicely and doing everything nicely against the elephants. The halberdiers do get in here though. The archers go down. Still Zhao kind of missing siege. Where the bombard cannons? Two are over here. They're there. The Gebettos try to snipe them, but looking good. They do stay alive. Oh no, the traps take them out though. At least one of them. The light cav are gonna try to snipe the bomber cannons. The bomber cannon stays up though. Nice repairing. Good job from Deville. More bomber cannons coming in for Zhao. Definitely needed. And the still a lot of siege archers here. Taking down a few bombard cannons. The traps from Biscuits have to back off though. Nice job there from Zhao. Is still holding this, but it's not looking amazing. Hasn't looked amazing for a while now. The light cav get in, more elephant archers going down. The halberdiers have to clear this up. The traps from Zhao fall as well. Hello Zhao, welcome. Welcome. Not going down without a fight. Yeah, I can see that. Holding on really long. Really for a while. And it's not looking impossible either. So now pushing back with the trap here against the castle. This is gonna have to take down the trap with his own. But the traps go down to the cannon galleons there from Zhao. The trap stays up. These traps go down and this castle is close to falling too. Some of these guys in here, but the sword's not doing much. At least that's what it looked like. More rangers going up for Zhao. Is missing a bit of food. But I mean, Biscuits isn't looking that much better. Castle. Another trap from Zhao went down there. Got two more traps over there, and castle is about to fall. Archery ranges fall too. And castle is still holding up, but one more shot, maybe two, and there we go. Castle finally falls. Maybe Zhao can push it out a bit easier now. Is now slightly missing the units against the Cavaliers. Maybe needs a bit more infantry. Okay, it's clearing that up. Could continue pushing. Just trying to snipe the traps with his own. But is not able to match Biscuit's infantry spam here at the moment. Traps going down. And the champions keep pushing in. And now it looks like Zhao has lost at least most of the traps. So nice pushback, but Biscuits is regaining their strength here, and once again not looking very nicely here from Zhao. Some nice stuff over here on the right side. A few farms. But in the middle is getting pushed. And slowly this is really swinging into Biscuit's direction. More traps from Zhao, but not a lot of infantry or units in general to defend them. Another castle went up from Biscuits over here on the hill, the elevation. think the Rumi Swordsman should do alright against the champion. At least that's what it feels like, but so far Biscuits is really pushing through here. And yeah. Everything on every side of the base here, Zhao is not looking nice. Buildings falling. This castle is going up. Going down actually. Slowly. Onager in there again, but one is not gonna be enough. Actually, the trap gets snapped, so the castle does stay up. So Zhao is still holding on. He's losing buildings over here though to the Cannon Galleons from Biscuits. Over here, Cannon Galleons from Zhao as well. Small little push. But over here, Biscuit keeps pushing. Yeah. But Zhao is still holding on. I mean, it's not looking good, but it's still holding on. Don't know how long it's gonna take. In that sense, push back here for Zhao. Both of them, of course, very low on res at the moment. Morville's dying for Zhao too. And Zhao finally got the GG, and Biscuits takes the second game, and we are tied up to head into the third one. Alright. We have Biscuits win on Hyper Random with the Malians against the Revidians. Then I'd say we'll go into the next one. Yes. Let's go. Alright guys. Welcome to game number 3. We have Biscuits in the blue as the Berbers. Where's blue? Over here. We have Biscuits in the blue as the Berbers against Zhao in the orange as the Judges. Interesting choice of civ here for both of them. I expected water civs because we have seen both players mostly or mainly going for water in every set here on this map, every game rather. So it's interesting that both players are going for not so much water civ. Also, violence here for Zhao. Yeah, Doc's still going up. Luchans, I guess, even if it's just Jurchens, the Luchans should be pretty alright. I don't know if they have any bonuses. I guess that's nice. Apart from that, they don't have that much going on. Some characters get in here, deny the castle. Zhao loses Will. And yeah, Biscuit's really pressuring a little bit. Getting more ships in here. Disturbing early. Meanwhile, the Fire Lancers are running around this way. Dock goes down. Will goes down. But the ships get in here for Biscuits. I don't know if lances are the best choice against ships. Maybe Zhao needs more ships at home. Or in general. Only Liu Chan's might be dangerous. Here come the lancers. Castle is about to go up though. This one as well, so lancers are gonna be in trouble. I guess they cannot do alright against ships. At least that's what it looks like. More caverns and ships coming in for the purpose. Zhao still kind of struggling. More ships over here for biscuits. He's holding this right side off as well. This lower side, I guess. It's also has also taken the middle. It's losing the engagements though against Zhao here, because Zhao has the elevation, of course. And biscuits is looking really solid here on water. Zhao making a lot of halberdiers and fire lancers and Liu Chan's. Yeah, the castle might get denied. No. Ships go down first. Once again, Zhao is kind of pushing this back. Still missing presence in the middle though. More and more infantry coming in. But Zhao ships just don't have the numbers. So at least it doesn't feel as strong compared to Biscuit's navy. But I guess the infantry kind of pushes the ships back a little bit. Castle now helps, of course, as well. At the top we have a few castles possibly going up for both players. It looks like Biscuit's castle is going up first here, or it might be the only one against Zhao's. We have more cavalry in Zhao's base here from Biscuits. We do get cleared up. And at least so far Zhao is looking alright. Some lonely cavalry here in the back. We have Biscuits pushing from the middle. A few iron pagodas. Yeah. More raids coming in from Biscuits, this time with more hussars than cavaliers. Does have the gold for cavaliers, so not so sure about hussars at the moment. Castle gets denied by the halberdiers, and Zhao is gonna make their own castle over here. And now the Liu Chan's gonna win the battle in the middle, at least somewhat. That gives Zhao the ability to drop some docks here as well, which is of course gonna help take the middle here. from biscuits. In the meantime, we have some stuff going on over here. A lot of ships from biscuits, infantry from Zhao. It looks like biscuits ships, at least at the moment, are prevailing. Are superior. Yeah. Over here we have the castle going up for Zhao. Pushing this back again as well. And the ships from biscuits are slightly struggling against infantry, but not greatly. I think the main thing is that the infantry forces the ships from biscuits to focus on them. And then the low chance can really do their damage, and that might skew the outcome a little bit. But overall, I think biscuit still has the better navy composition here. And Zhao is just losing a lot of units compared to biscuits. A few demos in there for Zhao as well, but they don't do that much damage. Over here, that's an interesting castle spot. Surprised that's even going up with the terrain, but I guess lucky you. Traps there trying to take down the castle from biscuits. It looks like this is falling. Yep. And over here Zhao is pushing as well. Trying to take down the castle, harassing the vills, killing the vills. A few rams in there too. Castle falls. And Zhao is gonna push on. Yeah. The traps from Zhao kinda dying. I don't know what happened there. And biscuits just keeps raiding Zhao a little bit with some hustles here and there. But Zhao keeps pushing, more Iron Pagodas, more Lu Chans. And a very ambitious castle. Well, actually not that ambitious, but pretty much forward. Pretty forward. And biscuits is holding this. Trying to take this castle now down as well. But Zhao is holding on. It's getting a trap out too. And it looks like maybe Zhao is able to push this further. But still might lose this castle. This one as well. It's gonna repair that. Because of the 10 galleons over here. Still more raids in the back. This guy has 8 kills by now. It's gonna be probably like 20 or something. So he does. More ships in here. The Luchans can have to back off again because Zhao is out of infantry. Or units in general, I guess. That are not ships. Castle over here did fall, and the traps are just waiting for the next one. For the next castle. More and more hussars and ships coming in for biscuits. Zhao is starting to struggle here. Castle in TC might fall soon. Zhao is out of Luchans and out of any unit essentially as well. The resources aren't looking great either. Same for biscuits, to be fair. Same for biscuits. Both castles now, this one and this one, are getting taken out. This one by traps and this one by cannon galleons. More wills running this way, but they won't save that castle. They're just gonna die and the castle falls. This keeps pushing further on both sides. I'll take down more dogs. The GC is gonna be next. These wills all are gonna have to run. Zhao is kinda running out of everything. It's definitely lacking wood, despite having 70 on wood, but also is running out of gold. At least finds quite a few fishing ships there from biscuits on the water here in the middle. This castle might be next. The bomber cannons are there. No, not the bomber cannons, the cannon galleons. And the castle falls. The traps from biscuits are also going down into the lances under the chance. Good job there from Zhao to hold that. And biscuits seems to have the upper hand now, especially with the ships. He's pushing here. The cannon galleons are taking one castle down after another. These Luchans are gonna take down this castle. Hello, Aurico Corio, welcome. I guess you're a Biscuits fan. Welcome, welcome. Biscuits is looking good right now. And sorry guys, this is a mod. It looks very irritating, but these are actually farms. I don't know. Sometimes the mod is a little weird. It's supposed to be colors, like the farms are just supposed to be colors, but I guess because they are on the water, the game thought it would be funny to make them like dry land. I don't know. But more dogs going down for Zhao, and Biscuits keeps pushing. Biscuit fan or Zhao hater? I see. Poor Zhao. And this castle is about to fall as well. Over here Zhao and Biscuits are sharing a tree line, but that's not looking good for either of them. But maybe Biscuits is gonna be able to hold on here and take down the direction Luchans. And Biscuits wins the third game as well, and Zhao taps out. And we will head into the next one in a second. We have Biscuits to win on Lagoon with the Berbers against the Judges. Alright. Let us get into game number 4. Alright guys, we have Zhao in the orange as the Vikings over here against Biscuits in the blue as the Malay. Now usually on this map it's about water. In the last set we've seen sometimes exceptions to do support the wolves, so we'll see about this game. I'm seeing harbors going up here for the Malays, so we'll see ships from those. The Vikings, of course, do have the long boats. That's gonna be nice, plus the champions. Also, if anyone somehow hasn't heard this, but we're gonna get another, like, Northern Viking DLC coming this year still, I think. So it's gonna be exciting, and it looks like the longboats are gonna be regional unit for, like, I'm assuming 4 ships. I think they're gonna keep the Vikings as they are, more or less. So plus 3 new ships. So we're gonna see 4 different longboats, which is gonna be interesting. But for now, we only have the Vikings against the Malay. Elephants for the Malay coming in. Elephants are very strong against ships, especially when they're supported by their own ships. So we'll see how the champions do. Yeah, I think the Vikings also get the bonus against Cav, right? So that would apply to the elephants. Not so sure if that goes only for the berserks or also for the infantry in general. Infantry, yeah, plus 5 attack versus cover. Okay. I'm assuming elephant counts. We have the longboats. I thought they were holding up. I guess they do. Okay. The longboats do hold up. More champions coming in. And Biscuits is gonna try to drop a castle here in the middle. It's of course nice. Biscuits is trying to kinda attack Zhao from both sides. The elephants hold the middle, and Zhao is losing water as well. Is getting pushed back here. Castles from the Vikings do have here. Trying to defend the ships. But the castle from the Malay do go up, and Biscuits is gonna be able to take the gold in the middle. A lot of ships from Biscuits already. I don't know if Zhao is gonna be able to hold those back. The elephants kinda clear the champions as well. The champions don't seem to have a good chance there against the elephants, especially with some fireship support. Yeah, the champions go down. Elephants are losing their numbers as well, though. Yeah, really no champions and elephants were left there. But Biscuits really has the ship numbers. Castle went up here there for the Vikings as well. This castle is actually almost down for Biscuits. A few traps here and there. This castle falls. I'm seeing a few berserks now. I don't think they're gonna be much better against the ships or the elephants compared to the champions. So see, both players lose their castles here in the middle there. And the ship numbers for Biscuits have gone down a little bit. There are more ships coming in. More cannon galleons as well. But it at least looks like Zhao is slowly turning this around. A decent number of ships. More elephants coming in now. Hello Sniper, welcome. Oh, okay, we have Zhao there now. This is definitely a tight set so far. Zhao has taken Zhao had taken the first game here, but Biscuits has been able to take 2 of the following games. So if Zhao wins this one, we're gonna have a tiebreaker in the 5th game, and it looks like Zhao is pushing this back. More Whams coming into the middle. more champions taking down the elephants, and it looks like the longboats for the Vikings have won the water, at least on the side of the island. Over here there's still quite a few ships left, but the longboats are looking solid, and the berserks are closing in on the ships as well. Maybe a few more traps for Zhao are needed. And Biscuit's gonna lose Wills in the middle now, the berserks are in. The elephants are not gonna be enough there. The harbors help, of course, with firing, but yeah, all that gold is lost. All those Wills are lost as well. Castle on the right side here gets denied. The will goes down. The traps are gonna push, but the cannon galleons from Biscuits actually gonna take this down. Those traps. Oh, the longboats get into the castle, not a good idea. Do the Vikings miss cannon galleons? I feel like they should have at least something there. As I'm saying this, Zhao's going for cannon galleons. Yeah, sniper, this is of course really nice here. The berserks love killing Wills. Actually, I think berserks love killing everything, but Wills makes this very nice. Berserks. And Zhao is definitely struggling with the gold there a little bit. We have another castle going up for the melee now, and Biscuits is carefully going onto the middle island for gold again. We're just waiting for Zhao's cannon galleons, and then Zhao's gonna attempt to push this back. But for now, Biscuits is gonna hold the middle again, with some implications. Here we go. Oof. There are quite a few cannon galleons in there. 13 cannon galleons for the melee. There are also so many longboats. I keep wanting to call them dragon ships, which is weird because the Chinese get the dragon ships, but because they do look like dragons there in the front, throwing me off a little bit. But the longboats are pushing back, taking a few Wills there, but you have to leave some Wills for the berserks, which are now taking down the ships. And oof, longboats really doing their job. Damn, really nice. Biscuits might be in trouble soon. Still not that many cannon galleons from Zhao, but the number is slowly climbing. We are at 3 at the moment. 4 more. Also a sneaky siege workshop and some stone miners over here from Zhao. Interesting. These guys are going over here as well for some more stone. The berserks are going this way. Okay. But the middle is still looking kinda solid here for Biscuits. The longboats are going this way. And here we go. Might want to save the cannon galleons. Getting destroyed by the fire ships. Yeah, I was losing quite a few of those, but some are left. And 6 should do fine against the castle. Or castles, plural. Don't want to lose them to the melee cannon galleons though. Harbor goes down as well. Now the castle falls. You have the berserks coming in here. Once again, my farming mod has farms just as dry earth, which just looks so aesthetically pleasing, you know. I mean, in the picture that the mod showed, they were all colors like red, blue, yellow, green, and all colors of the rainbow, which looked really cool. But now, one, I don't want to have dry dirt everywhere, and two, it looks like for every game it's only one specific form of farm basically. So you actually can't have 3-4 different colors each game, which is annoying. As the castle from Zhao falls pretty quickly. And Zhao still holding this. Has lost quite a few cannon galleons though. This one is the last one. At the moment. And this has been stopped. There's still quite a few rams here in the back for Zhao. A few berserks here and there. They do get some gold. Zhao's gonna push again. More berserks on the gold miners. I mean, why mine gold yourself if you can just kill your opponent's gold miners with berserks? At least you won't get a bad bag from mining all day. So the berserks do their job. Another harbor falls. And Biscuits is gonna go on this side. There's so many cannon galleons. Longboats can't really engage there. And Zhao doesn't have enough cannon galleons either. The castle falls again. Biscuits is out of food and kinda out of wood as well. Does have quite a bit of gold. Meanwhile, Zhao is kinda out of everything. So now switching to pikes. That's awkward. Rams. I don't know if the rams are gonna go for the castle next. But they can't if the cannon galleons just take them out. And Sniper says, side game incoming. Well, it's looking pretty mixed at the moment. Zhao would have to win this game for it to be, for the fifth one to be cider game. And right now it's not looking that amazing for Zhao. It looked better at this game, but not so much just this moment. More ships coming in on the left and right. Yeah, I think the cannon galleon number for the melee has just been really nice this game for Biscuits. Despite Biscuits also losing quite a few castles there and also a few cannon galleons. Zhao is pushing again. Still missing his own cannon galleons though. The vills on the dry grass farms are just good to go. Now Zhao's vills are getting sniped in the golds. And still so many longboats in here, but there aren't that many as before. But still too many cannon galleons. I mean, at this point, ballistics. Biscuits has as many cannon galleons as Zhao has longboats. Which is hard to engage into, of course, if you're the one with the longboats. More berserks would be nice, even if it's just to push the cannon gallons away because of their minimum range. With some rams and some pikes there. And oh wait! Zhao actually wins the game. What? That was surprising. Wait a minute. I mean, I guess Biscuits is kind of out of resources. But I mean, Zhao isn't looking much better. I felt like if one of them was going to call the GG soon, it would be Zhao. But okay. I guess Biscuits taps out first, and Zhao wins the fourth game. So it's 2-2 now, and we actually will have game number 5 as the tiebreaker here, with Zhao winning on Golden Swamp. Whoa, wrong one. Go. With the Vikings against the Malay. Alrighty. Let's get into the next one. Yes. Alright guys, welcome to the last game of the set between Biscuits and Zhao. We have Biscuits in the blue as the Jurchens, and we have Zhao in the orange as the Slavs on Fez. Now, we have seen the Slavs on this map before in the last set, and they won. If I remember correctly, I already forgot. I mean, I've watched like 4 games since then, so my short-term memory, yeah. But yeah, I think the Slavs won this game. Yeah, just on this map, just 4 halberdiers and oranges and yeah, and traps. Yeah, the Slavs won. But the Jurchens are of course very strong. Biscuits is gonna go for full lancers and CA to follow them up with. But against halberdiers, the lancers are of course not gonna do amazing. Actually, they're gonna suck against halberdiers. But maybe the speed is gonna help Biscuits here. Castle going up here for Zhao, and Zhao can definitely go for some bowyers. We saw them earlier as well. And yeah, I think in this matchup, I've heard that the Jurchens are like one of the best deathmatch civs at the moment. Mainly because of the step lancers, but I feel like I don't mind the Slavs here at all with the halberdiers and the bowyers, and not so much the siege oranges at the moment because the lancers would just be able to snipe those. But if, as we see now, as Biscuit is going for more CA and rocket, I was about to say rocket launches, rocket cards, I think the siege oranges might do more damage here. As Zhao is getting a lot of TCs up and a castle in the middle. We have, yeah, Zhao's looking pretty stable in the middle here because of the halberdiers. Good. Then again, I'm seeing Biscuits. Wow, so many lancers, going for quite a few castles here on the left side, which is interesting. Usually, you see both players going kind of for the corner and then moving towards the middle. So very greedy here from Biscuits, trying to take the whole side. But doesn't seem to be working out here because Zhao is pushing this back. And now, yeah, of course, the Onjas help against the CA. The rocket cards. They, of course, I'm not so sure which of the two are better, the siege oranges or the orange, the siege oranges or the oranges. Yeah, the siege oranges or the heavy rocket cards. But rocket cards right now are getting taken out by the bowyers, so I would say siege oranges for now. The halberdiers chase all the lancers. And the CA can't really engage against the Onvus. And the Warriors just seem to be crazy as well. So it's looking really good for Zhao at the moment. Just killed his own Siege Ranger, but okay. One is fine. And Biscuits is losing quite a few units here. They're still trying to lock down the left side here. More castles going up. But Biscuits is out of golds, is out of units. He's gonna have to switch into hussars now. Meanwhile, Zhao is still on warriors, on halberdiers, on oranges. And more rocket cards are getting sniped. And the map is turning more and more orange. Halberdiers and siege oranges taking down siege workshops. And as the hussars from the Jurchens come in, I think Biscuits might actually lose this fifth game pretty quickly compared to the other games we have seen before in the set. Oh, look at this, now the farms are blue. Wait. I mean, better have them be blue now than in the water games, but good job there from Zhao. I think the last 3 games from Zhao looked a bit rough. Not just because, I mean, of course, because Biscuits played really well too. And so really nice there from Zhao to close it out early here in this set. Maybe the Civ picks were also kind of in favor for Zhao there, although I have heard that the Jurchens are supposed to be the best Civ. I still haven't seen that yet, so good job there from Zhao. And yeah, nice to see the blue farms, I guess. And yeah, that was this set as well. And I'm ready to go into the last one for today. It's already actually getting a little late for me.